Let's take you back to the Val in Sebokeng, where violence erupted. That's after police fired rubber bullets to disperse several churchgoers. Manqoba Mchunu is there for us. So, Manqoba, we believe that churchgoers were not happy because they were not consulted about the decisions to limit the number of people who can attend services. What is the situation there at this hour?
Well, certainly to do very dramatic scenes here earlier on at this church in Sebokeng as police came into the premises, shutting down that service and dispersing those congregants who had been here, of course, as part of the Sunday service. The priests and the churches here saying that they are fed up with government's directives and regulations, barring them from congregating and holding church services. Of course, they're saying that they wanted to continue with the services, saying that, in fact, they were not at all in talks with government, or they were not at all consulted by government in terms of the lockdown regulations and the closure of churches. As you recall that many of those indoor and outdoor gatherings were banned by government, except for funerals, but also which was allowed under very strict lockdown regulations. But the congregants and the churches here in Sebokeng are saying that they don't know who exactly government was consulting with, given the fact that they say they've never, given any indication to government or made any submissions to government with regards to the closure or opening of these churches. And they're saying that they've suffered severe financial losses due to the fact that these places of worship have been closed. So we did see the police coming in, rubber bullets were fired, as well as stun grenades, as police were dispersing some of these congregants here in the church. But I just want to get a quick reaction from one of the church members. Of course, the pastor here in this particular church, Pastor Khatebe, was also arrested by the police for violating lockdown regulations. But let me speak to Nkosana Dlome, who's one of the congregants here. Nkosana, you were here when all of this unfolded here, when the police came here. What did you make of what happened here today?
Bafasikuthanda ngokwenzakele asidulisekanga amaphoyisa afanele ukuthi abe nolawulo alawula abantu kahle, hayi ukuthi aharase abantu. Ngifila ukuthi bas abuseile namalungelo ethu bawaviolateile namhlanje, ngoba makufika iphoyisa lomlungu laliwani ngaphakathi kwabantu abamnyama abaningi, iphoyisa lilodwa lomlungu lenze ukuthi abantu abamnyama basidubule. Abafowethu abamnyama njengathi abanekhala efana neyathi basidubula ngababona umlungu oyiwani ngaphakathi kwethu. Kwenzakalani ngamaphoyisa? Kungani amaphoyisa esenza lento asenze yona? Asijabulanga siyibandla, asijabulanga singumphakathi wasezone 7.
Kodwa baba, ngathiwa yinina kodwa mhlawumbe beniphula umthetho ngokuthi nihlangane ngenkathi la uhulumeni evale khona ukuthi abantu bakwazi ukuhlangana. Anibone ngathi nina benenza iphutha ngokuthi nihlangane ngokuza la njengoba uhulumeni evalile.
Okokuqala angikusho kucace mfowethu ukuthi kulandelwe imigomo ibekiwe ngoba besinomhlangano ngolwesine. Kwaxoxa kwavunyelwana ngokuthi kuyiwe emfuleni isiphi permission, kwenziwe lokho wonke amaphepha khona, kwaze kwayiwa nase police station, kwavunyelwana ukuthi umhlangano ungaba khona. Ngingazi ke ukuthi njengoba sekuthiwa umhlangano ubukhona sivunyelwe, into bengekazi ngayo ukuthi isikhathi esilungele ukuthi sihlangane ngaso nokuthi sigcine ngaso besingakanani. So siyasamangala amaphoyisa uma sewefika imimoya yawo iphezulu, sebefika sebeyas abuse.
Kodwa ke baba, mhlawumbe omunye ngathi lokhu wenzela ukuthi kuvikela abantu ukuthi bathole i-COVID-19. So anikhathazekile nini ukuthi ukuhlangana kwenu kungase kubhebhezele leli gciwane?
Leli gciwane mfowethu angibuze ke ngiqondise nakuwe nasemphakathini wonke. Uma ingabe leli gciwane leli baze lapho ukuthi liyabuya ngesikhathi esinje litarget abantu abangaka, kwenziwa yini lokho? Sinemibuzo mfowethu engaphenduleki ngoba akunabantu abasitshelayo. Naye umongameli wethu okhuluma nathi e-TV akhuluma into ayikhulumayo fanele siyamkele. Yes, ungumholi wethu kufanele ukuthi sisilalele, kodwa asidulisekanga ngoba thina sina i-platform esihlanganisa naye.
So ke nenze njani baba? Ngizwile ukuthi nithi nisazoqhubeka nokukhonza nina nizomiswa uhulumeni noma amaphoyisa. Kwenzakalani niyaqhubeka nenkonzo ngesonto elizayo?
Mfowethu inkonzo iyaqhubeka. Angikusho kucace nasebantwini bonke nazo zonke inkonzo eziyibiza ngoJesu Kristu ukuthi lesi isikhathi sokuthi bazomkhonza ngeqiniso nangomoya. Isikhathi lesi ke lapho kufanele kucace ukuthi obani abamlandelayo uJesu. uma umlandela, if you are willing to follow him kuzobonakala manje. Isikhathi sokuthi manje iphela liyakhishwe emasini manje sizobabona bakhe.
Okay, thank you. Nkosana Dlomo here, one of the congregants, quite upset about what happened here. They're saying that they believe the police were out of line and that they used excessive force in dealing with the issue here. Of course, they're saying that they're going to return here next week. They're going to continue with their church services because they're saying that they feel their rights are being violated by the government, which has essentially prohibited them from gathering here in church. We also asked if they're not scared of contracting COVID-19 or the fact that this perhaps could be one of the super spreader events, and they're saying that they're not scared at all. In fact, they believe that people could be exposed to COVID-19 elsewhere other than the church. So they are quite reluctant to go to their homes, in fact, or not to come back here to this particular church, saying that they believe it's within their rights to do so.
Manqoba Mchunu giving us a sense of attitudes on the ground in terms of lockdown regulations and why people are still gathering. Thank you very much coming to us from the Val in Sebokeng.